Picture this: you're standing in a place that feels oddly familiar, yet a world away from home. The air's thick with tension as a voice cuts through. How about you slide that over to me? And in that moment, everything changes. This is America, but not the America you remember. It's a land of shattered dreams and brutal truths. So, what's a woman like Alexandra Dutton doing in this ruthless, unforgiving Texas? She's coming home, but little does she know, nothing is as it seems. The second season of 1923 has torn Alexandra to pieces, and trust me, no one saw this coming. We've watched her fight, watched her rise, but now we're seeing her at her lowest, and it's gut-wrenching. With everything falling apart around her, will the next episode offer a flicker of hope, or is this just the beginning of her darkest descent? Buckle up, because what's coming could be more devastating than you ever imagined. All right, let's get real. Things are about to hit a whole new level of intensity. In episode 5 of 1923, Alexandra finds herself thrown into one of the most gut-wrenching, desperate situations we've seen her face simply because of hunger. Picture this: she's stuck on a train, starving, with no hope of food unless she's willing to trade something of herself. So, what does she do? She takes a job in the kitchen, trying to survive one brutal moment at a time. And honestly, can we all agree that when she was offered that job, it felt like the smallest glimmer of hope in an otherwise bleak world? Working for food is a million times better than begging, right? But of course, things don't get easier. No, Alexandra's road only gets more treacherous. First, she has to deal with a group of British passengers, dripping with condescension, looking down on the Americans, especially her. Honestly, their superiority complex was so thick, it was like a slap in the face. But just when you think it can't get worse, she crosses paths with a vile man, one who thinks he has the right to demand the worst from her. Watching Alexandra, already on the edge, endure such cruelty is heartbreaking. How much more can one person take before it all breaks? Every time she thinks she's found a way out, another disaster awaits. I'm genuinely asking, how much can this woman endure? Because, let's be real, I'm exhausted just watching her struggle. Enough is enough. Something's gotta give. At first, she was ready to swallow his assault and move on as if nothing had happened. She needed this job after all. But when he grabbed her in front of everyone without any shame, I think we all knew that the end was near for him. Can we just pause for a second and appreciate how 1923 absolutely nails the art of a breakdown? This show has taken emotional unraveling to a whole new level, and I can't stop thinking about how perfectly they captured Alexandra's descent into chaos. But let's talk about Julia Scher's performance. Can we please give this woman the credit she deserves for absolutely owning this moment? Her delivery was so raw and powerful that it's hard to imagine any other actress pulling it off with such intensity. Honestly, I think this might be the most unforgettable scene in the entire Yellowstone universe. I still get chills just thinking about that explosive attack she unleashed. It was like watching years of pent-up emotion finally break free. And honestly, part of me thinks the guy deserved so much worse. But at least Alexandra did what needed to be done, even if it was shocking and painful to watch. But of course, 1923 doesn't let us breathe easy for too long. As expected, Alexandra gets arrested for her actions, and let me tell you, it's gut-wrenching when the officer brushes off her assault, claims like they mean nothing. That moment hits hard because it underscores a brutal truth. The show keeps driving home your pain, your voice. None of it matters unless you're rich or connected. The system is rigged, and it's impossible to ignore. But just when you think things can't get worse, a British woman steps forward as a witness, and suddenly the tables turn. The police finally arrest the man who attacked her. It's a small win, sure, but at least it gives us a flicker of hope, even in such a broken world. But hope is fleeting. While the British family offers a hand, it's almost too little, too late. Alexandra has been through hell, And you can see it in her eyes. She's questioning everything: her decision to come to America, her choices, her future. And that exhaustion, the weight of it all, is suffocating. I can't be the only one whose heart shattered when Alexandra took off her shoes, revealing the brutal, raw bruises on her feet. It was devastating, a visual punch to the gut that laid bare everything she's endured. And now, I'm left wondering, how much more can she take? Honestly, I don't know if she can keep fighting, and I'm not sure how much more I can handle watching her suffer. I know we are coming to the end of the series, but I still can't believe how much she had to endure simply to reach Spencer. I mean, yes, as her roommate said, mothers can endure anything, but how much is too much, even for a mother? Let's talk about the upcoming episode of 1923, titled The Mountain Teeth of Monsters, and trust me, things are about to get even darker. From what we know, Alexandra will find a brief glimmer of peace with the British family. But, like everything in this show, that peace is short-lived. They soon discover that she's pregnant, and rather than offering her the support she desperately needs, they decide they want to take control of her child, denying her the chance to go to Montana. With no money, the relentless winter blocking her path, and nowhere else to turn, Alexandra finds herself backed into a corner. The weight of it all pushes her to the edge, and, tragically, she begins contemplating the unthinkable ending her life despite carrying a child. Honestly, it's a miracle that she's made it this far, but just when you think things can't get worse for her, the show proves us wrong. I can't help but wonder, how much more can she take before it all breaks her? What do you think about her journey? Is there hope left for her, or has she been crushed under the weight of her circumstances? Alexandra's heart-wrenching story isn't the only tragedy unfolding in this episode. Things are about to get even more intense. The tension mounts as we follow Father Renault and Tiana. In episode 4, we saw Father Renault relentlessly pursue Tiana, who's already on the run. Separated from her lover Pete, Tiana's frustration grows, questioning why they're always forced to flee. This internal conflict sets the stage for what's to come. She's done running. Tiana decides it's time to confront the priest, despite her father's objections. But wait, here's where it gets even darker. Mamie Fawcett, after discovering Pete's lifeless body, who was killed by the priest in the previous episode, will quickly piece together the shocking truth: the priest is responsible for his death. Devastated, Mamie seeks out Tiana and her father, delivering the crushing news that her lover is gone. It's a blow that sends Tiana spiraling. Despite Mamie's offer of protection, Tiana refuses to run any longer. She's had enough. Now she's determined to take control and confront the priest herself, aiming to end the cycle of violence for good. And that decision will lead to one of the most shocking moments of the series. Tiana takes the priest's life. Now the big question: did Tiana make the right choice? Should she have kept running? Or was it time to stand her ground and take charge of her fate? What do you think will happen next? Let me know your thoughts, because things are about to get wild. On a side note, Mamie finally finds Spencer, something we've all been anticipating since the season's trailer. But let's talk about this encounter for a second. Was anyone else seriously underwhelmed? The hype surrounding this meeting was massive, but in reality, it boiled down to one phone call to Montana. Seriously? Spencer could have done that by himself. Mamie's presence here was practically pointless. In fact, I have to be honest, so far, Mamie Fawcett's character has been a letdown. What has she really contributed? Nothing. She's a side character, not driving the story forward in any meaningful way. If you removed her entirely, would it change anything? No. She's nothing more than a walking social commentary on being a woman marshal. Honestly, can we talk about how this storyline, which seemed fresh at first, is starting to feel a bit redundant? What was once intriguing now feels like a vehicle for social commentary rather than a deep, engaging plot. Can we please get back to creating complex, unique characters who propel the story forward instead of simply serving as a message? Let's normalize writing characters with depth ones who aren't just there for the sake of making a point. If you agree, leave a thumbs up emoji and let's start a movement for better character development. Now, Spencer, how much longer is this arc going to drag? Mamie's storyline has been completely useless, and Spencer's arc feels like it's going nowhere too. The only significant moment is when the Marshal of Montana warns Spencer's return will spark a war. And Spencer? He shrugs it off like it's no big deal. Sure, Montana has changed, but Spencer is ready to face whatever's coming his way. The Marshal, clearly rattled, runs to warn the Duttons. This is the moment they've been waiting for, and it's about to shake things up. As Spencer endures yet another grueling train ride, the Duttons are getting ready to finally welcome him home. On the train, Spencer meets a woman in need of food, and in true Spencer fashion, he steps in to help. It's a moment that mirrors Alexandra's own struggles, small acts of kindness in a world full of hardship. By the end of the episode, Spencer will finally arrive in Montana after what feels like an endless journey. Honestly, I'm just ready for this reunion to happen. Let's wrap up the delays and bring these two families together already. And don't think I forgot about Banner and his cold, ruthless approach to handling business. In this episode, he takes it to another level when he casually drops a worker's body from a cliff, saying, "The problem disappears." That line alone should tell you everything you need to know about Banner's descent into pure villainy. From his dark outfit to his cold mannerisms, it's clear that he's beginning to mirror Donald, and let's face it, this is going to lead to his downfall sooner rather than later. In the upcoming episode, Banner's preparing to build an army to fight Spencer after hearing the news of his return. By the end of the episode, it will be hard to tell where Banner ends and Donald begins. It's like we're watching a man sell his soul to the devil in real time, and we all know how that story ends. For more weekly updates on 1923, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.